Hey, Magic Man here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a game in my Tier 7 Myoko. It has been a while since I've actually played World of Warships, or upload a video for that matter, with the holidays and everything. And the fact that I actually moved to my new apartment, got moved in now, so everything is good to go, and I've got everything hooked up. So I decided to sit down and play a couple of games and grind up some of the cruiser lines that I've been working on, like the Bunyoni and the Myoko here, for example. And this was a Tier 7 game, so I am top tier. And it is a standard battle, so right now I'm in no real big hurry to get anywhere. I'm just kind of chugging forward a little bit so I can get in range in case anybody gets spotted in the middle or close to the middle of the map. But I'm basically just going to wait to see where the enemy team deploys and then decide where to go from there. So at the moment both of our destroyers are over on the east side of the map, which I didn't think was too great because we're relying on cruisers to scout on the other side of the map, which can lead to disastrous things happening, to say the least, because mainly you can get spotted by a destroyer and a battleship on the enemy team can, well, take a shot at you and take you out before you even see them. And that sometimes happens when you're in a cruiser and you have to scout, but it is what it is. And then we got this Joker in chat who for some reason thinks if you have over 54% win rate that you get matched with higher tiers, which is not really the way it works. Your win rate really has nothing to do with matchmaking. It's basically just the type of ship that you're playing, the tier. That's really all that the matchmaker really takes into account, and I guess in some way the nationality of the ship as well. They try and split them up evenly, but that doesn't always happen. So I'm just kind of looking around for a potential target, and that's when this Ganisa now gets spotted. He's actually turning in, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can light some fires on him. This is my regular Myoko captain in this ship, so I do have demolition expert on this captain. So I do have a 20% chance to set a fire with these guns, which is pretty good. Most of the time you're going to set a fire if you land a majority of the shells. And you are going to see that on more than one occasion in this game. So I kind of started angling away because it looked like he was waiting for me to come around the corner to take a shot at me, but then his guns kind of moved forward a little bit, so I noticed he wasn't aiming at me any longer. And I thought that was a AP salvo from the Pensacola at first because I figured why would you shoot anything else, but it wasn't. It was HE. All he did was knock out my rudder. So I decided to come to a complete stop till my rudder is fixed because I don't want to drive straight away from the enemy. I do want to stay in range of them, even if I can only shoot 2 of my guns. It's very unlikely that the Ganisa now will get a Citadel on me, but it could happen. He could get some plunging fire through my deck. And this guy is way overextended. I was really wanting to get a fire on this guy before he went behind the island, because I saw those torpedoes coming towards him. I figured he might get hit if our destroyer is any good with those. But we'll see if his health suddenly drops or if he dies. And it doesn't look like he's going to get hit with any torpedoes, unfortunately for my team. Now, I'm backing up here to get a shot on this Myoko, and then I'm probably going to head forward and turn around Now, looking at this replay, I actually realized that I shot a little bit too far forward because this guy is traveling at me. He's coming towards me at an angle. So I let him too much and I elevated the guns a little bit too much, but that happens. A little rusty. It's been a while since I played. But switch over to AP since this guy was showing so much of a side. Blah. And that was actually some really good dispersion. I ended up getting 2 citadels on him. Take off a lot of this guy's health. And I switched back over to HE because I was expecting him to actually angle away from me, but he didn't. So this is actually a wasted opportunity on my part, and that's when he actually starts to turn away. And so my return shot is going to miss, which really sucks, but I definitely came away the winner of that particular engagement because he lost a lot of health to me, and I only lost about 3,000 to him, so actually 4,000, but I still feel pretty good about it. And unfortunately, all my shots fall just a little bit short. I didn't elevate the guns far enough, and I'm actually going to turn around here. I saw what was happening on the other side of the map, but as I was about to start turning around, I noticed that this destroyer over here was going to be coming into a possible position where I could fire on him, and so he's popping smoke. I felt like he was going to keep moving forward. Unfortunately, I don't land any shots. Yeah, they're all hitting the water. Now I switched to AP in anticipation of this Furitaka coming around the corner here. I felt like I could probably finish him off. I'm just kind of looking to see where he is and just lead him enough, take the shot. And he starts to turn out like I kind of thought he would. And we end up getting 2 more citadels, and we almost kill him. Unfortunately, he does not go down. Now, if I had kept AP as my ammo choice there instead of switching over to HE, I probably would have had enough time to maybe thread some shells through that little hole in that rock over there, but unfortunately he gets away from me. Now I'm looking over this island to see if I can hit him. Doesn't look like it's going to be possible. He is traveling straight away from me. And I was hoping I'd be able to get a shot on this Pensacola, but he's been behind that rock this whole game. I doubt he's going to come out now. And it looks like our carrier's bringing in some dive bombers. I don't know about that play. I mean, it's Furitaka on 400 health. Our team is trying to kill him. It is what it is. But those dive bombers, I think, probably could have been used on a different ship. That's just my opinion. Now, the Texas is kind of a little out of position here. The only support he's got is a Pensacola that's been over there behind that rock this whole game. And I've got some of our destroyers and a cruiser coming around on the east side of the map there. So I really want to get a fire on this guy, try and get some damage ticking, but I don't think it's gonna, well, it's definitely not gonna give it to me now, because I switched over to AP to get some pretty good penetration damage. And we land some pretty good shots there. I surprisingly get 3 over penetrations. I don't know what that's about. I mean, I'm shooting at a battleship, but heck, maybe I hit the superstructure there. I don't know. But just a last-ditch effort to get the fires going on this guy, and I'm gonna have to turn and deal with these ships in our cap. Now this is a good situation for Myoko, mainly because the torpedoes are located on the back of the ship, and I unfortunately had the Leander locked when I was trying to shoot at that shores, so all of my shots go over the shores because of the way the aiming system works in this game. And I unfortunately don't lead the Leander enough to get citadels on him, and all the shots land at the back of the ship, so I miss his citadel. And that Shores is gonna get away, unfortunately, so it is what it is. And I'm just launching some torpedoes here to try and deny this area to the enemy. Now I still have HE loaded. I am gonna swap to AP, I'm thinking, because that Leander is showing a lot of his side. But then he turns away, so I keep the HE loaded. I actually land one shell that takes out his rudder. And the enemy destroyer is in the cap. I was wondering where the heck he was at. And sure enough, the Congo is going to take a lot of torpedoes. That's unfortunately what happens when you drive in a straight line. And I'm guessing, because of the distance those torpedoes are spotted at, that Myoko has his hydroacoustic going. So I'm not going to use mine, but not only that, that destroyer probably isn't going to have his torpedoes reloaded yet, unless it's I know one of the Japanese destroyers, it's in the gunboat tree, has 2 launchers, and it has the torpedo reload cooldown ability that will let it launch its torpedoes again in 5 seconds. So I wasn't sure if that was the one or not. But with the other cruiser using his hydroacoustic, I was not going to worry about it too much. And I probably could have killed this Königsberg had I actually been aiming and had AP loaded, but I unfortunately missed him. Now I'm actually going to turn my ship. I know this is a risk. Fortunately for me, that Königsberg had HE loaded, which was really the only thing I was worried about. And I'm going to launch some North torpedoes into that smoke, just sort of still doing an area of denial sort of thing here. And I am going to launch the torpedoes from the other side of the ship as well, since I am already turning. As you can see, the torpedoes on the Myoko are, they're very defensive arcs. You can really only shoot them if you are retreating. Now this was kind of a dangerous thing to do, because our other friendly Myoko over there, it's possible he could sail straight into my torpedoes, possibly, but doesn't matter. He gets taken out. Now we land 2 torpedoes on that Koenig. We land a torpedo on the Leander and take a shot at him and kill him. Now I'd like to get some fires on this Koenig, just to try and get his health whittled down to a point where you can finally kill him. Because when he actually wandered into this cap, he was very, very healthy. He was full health. And now he is sitting at about half. So, got 1 fire on him, which is going to be good. He can't repair it. It's going to suck to be him. And I unfortunately have my ship out of position. I didn't realize until he took a shot that I was broadside onto him. I just wasn't paying attention. And I unfortunately pay the price for that. I take a Citadel, and it looks like probably a couple of penetrations, because it scores 16,000 damage on me. Now I've got 2 fires on this Koenig now, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna die. If he had had a repair, premium repair, he probably would have used it by now. So I'm really feeling pretty confident. We have a ship advantage right now, and we will probably continue to have a ship advantage. Once, yep, there he goes. Solid dive bomber's coming in. I tried to kill him, but unfortunately left him with a couple of hundred health again. And the carrier steals another one of my kills, so Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. It looks like this destroyer has given up on trying to capture our base, and he's just making a run for our New York to try and get him some damage before the game ends. Because our friendlies down in the south that went around that east flank there have made it to the enemy base, and they are capturing. So this game's going to be over very soon, and I'm just turning my ship around to try and get all my guns on this destroyer so I can blow them out of the water. But the game is unfortunately going to end before that happens. And this is going to be it right here. Okay, so moving on to the results here. We can see we did 124,000 damage. We got the high caliber award, and we got 3,500 experience and 168,000 credits off of just a normal account, so that wasn't too bad. Now, we ended up on the top of the team there with 1 kill. I probably should have had 3, at least 2, but the carrier took 2 of those kills that where reduced the enemies to a couple hundred hit points, but that's alright. Secured the kills, they didn't do anything else. We ended up on the top of the team there as far as experienced earned goes. We did 62,000 with our main battery that was split between HE and armor piercing pretty evenly, and then we did another 40,000 with torpedoes and another 21 with damage over time effects like fires and flooding. And we ended up making 94,000 credits after all of the repair costs and anything. But pretty good battle overall. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you